Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I will be doing making a TN booklet with dot grid pages. If you like, I can actually link this file in my description bar, and you can totally print it back and front, or yeah, double-sided if you like to, just to make your own TN booklet. You can resize it. I did make this size to the B6 TN, so yeah. So here I'm just using my scoreboard to pretty much make the creases, and obviously you don't need a scoreboard. You can use your paper trimmer if you have the Friskers one, and then use the guides, or you can just fold it in half. But I wanted the lines to be equal, so where the 5.5 inches were, then I marked it there. But sometimes my alignment for the printing isn't the best, because obviously printers have their own minds and decides to misalign. So just to avoid that, I just used my scoreboard from Martha Stewart. So I also made a cover. I don't think I'll be able to offer this as a freebie, because obviously it's not my art and I don't want to get in trouble. So yeah, of course you can always use pattern paper or a piece of scrapbook paper to make this, but I just chose to, since I did buy this clip art, I ended up just making that cover, and it looks like a little shop, because I'm going to use this as my shop stuff, and making sure that I have like new releases scheduled, or what kind of things that I want to showcase. So here I'm just quickly folding everything in half from the creases. So if you're going to fold inward, so where the crease is, you're going to fold where that is. And I honestly don't exactly remember how many sheets of paper did I use. I believe it was 10 in total, including the cover, because I did use 32-pound paper to make this. So here I'm going to use a staple stitch, or not really a stitch, but pretty much it was, I'm just going to use staples to bind this together. You don't need to have a bookbinding stapler. I just took 2 of the staples out from my stapler, and then I'm going to use my awl, or you can use a needle to make these holes, and yeah, just to punch these holes. It's really simple and quick. You don't even need to have a sewing machine to make that, but of course, if you're expert at it, of course you can do that. But just to keep this pretty much simple and straight to the point, I just used my awl. And then once I did punch in the holes, I did put the staples from the back side, so the back is flushed, and the inside is with the little pokey stuff. I don't even know what it's called. The ends? Yeah, the ends. So yeah, I'm just making sure that it's straight where that crease is. So then I will be folding it inward. And you want to make sure both of them are straight before you fold them down, or your book will look really wonky at the end. So here I just used my scoring tool just to push down the ends, so it's not really pokey, and I made it flush to the book as much as possible, because you don't want it to scratch the string, and you don't want it to scratch yourself. So then here I'm going to use my Carl paper cutter. It's massive, because there is actually a 18-inch one, and I was like, oh no. Was it 18 or 17 inches? Probably 17 inches. So I didn't leave enough. I should have made the cover a little larger, or the, what do you call it? Yeah, the cover file a little larger, but I ended up just leaving as is, and I just trimmed off up to 13 centimeters for this for the width, and then 7 inches for the height. And I just really estimated on how much room I should leave, but as long as I don't have any white space from the top and the bottom, I was fine with it. So I did have more, white space at the top, but I was fine because I could just put like a header or something there and it would work out perfectly. And what I like about the Carl cutter is because I'm able to make sure that everything is stuck together, and when I actually do make booklets, it's so much easier to cut them all at once instead of having to use a ruler and an X-Acto knife or something like that. So here is pretty much the booklet, and you can see there is no white marks, or not white marks, but white border around the edge of the book as like a bleed. So I did make sure that I had a bleed on when I designed the cover. And here was I talking about the knot. This knot, I honestly had to switch them both because that just drives me insane where the knot is, and eventually it'll just like leave an indent in the book where the knot is. So what I did was switch it around. So because there's a longer strand and then the shorter strand. So what I did was put the shorter strand with the knot, and that was like, I don't know why they didn't do it like that. I don't know. So I ended up just doing it myself. It's like a quick fix. It's so easy, and honestly, I used a bobby pin. I don't know what I was thinking, but I could have just easily just stuck it through, and then I used a tweezer to pull out the other end because it was actually pretty hard. I don't know how Andrea from SBC did it because she actually put it back in, and I was like, whoa. I'm pretty sure it took her a lot more time but to finesse it in. But yeah, this is pretty much my struggle. And you can see my hair again. And also, yes, I'm wearing a sushi sweater. I love sushi, and I thought it was hilarious. It was actually a pajama from H&M, or they quote it as a pajama, but I'm like, it's a sweater. I'm going to wear it outside, and I'm fine with that. My supervisors were like, that is hilarious, Kimberly, that you're wearing a sushi sweater. So yeah. So here I was just trying to make an indent, just so the hole, or no, I don't know, one end is always so difficult to get in, and then the other end is like easier. So what I did was just use my awl to just push it in a little, so then I just had enough, and then yeah. You can see me struggling with that, oh my goodness. And finally I got it through the hole, and then I was able to pull it out. It did take me a little while. So here, now I'm going to tie both ends. I just wanted to make sure that you guys were able to see it, because since I did get a black planner, it was like, you can't even see much. So here I'm just tying out the last bits, or the ends, and then yeah, so pretty much where you would put the booklet is just a straight line. So it's not going to interfere with the booklet, and it won't actually protrude in the center. So I had to end up changing the front one as well. Not that I was going to put anything, but in case I do, and I prefer the look of the shorter side, or the shorter end, to have the knot instead, in case I do end up putting a booklet there. And obviously, of course, one of the sides gave me trouble putting it in. So yeah. So I did have to use the awl, and I was pretty much careful with it because I didn't want to scratch the planner as well. So I also did try to make the hole a little bigger with the awl, because since it did have a wider opening, and yep, I was able to get it through. So I did have to switch it on the other side as well. And that was so much easier compared to the other side, but I did have some trouble tying the knot. I just tied it a regular knot, and then it popped out, and I was like, oh my goodness. So I had to try it again, and yeah, I was just having a really big struggle bus with this, and I think I got this. Nope, I did not. Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. So yeah, here is pretty much the final look of the TN string. I don't know if I will put something there, but if I do, it will be looking fine now. So here's the back. You can obviously see the center where the knot would have been. It wouldn't be interfering with the spine of the planner. So here I'm just going to do a quick flip through, and also here is the first spread that I used, the first spread that I used in this planner. This is December, so my finals week. So yeah, this is pretty much done except for Friday. Yeah, because I filmed everything on Thursday. So I also did remove 2 of the months. I was originally having January and through April, but I was like, no, do I really need it? So I just ended up just taking it out because I'm not really functionally planning, or I'm not planning ahead with this planner. I'm going to use the Jasenius printables inserts that I still have yet to print out. So yeah, I'm just doing a quick flip through, and I also designed some covers for each of the month. If you like those offered in the shop, I can totally do that. It'll be printed on the paper that I use for my inserts, so the planners. So it'll be the 80-pound paper that I use. And then I also designed a daily insert because I didn't want to use the EC daily inserts as much as I love it. It's so functional, but I kind of recreated it into the B6 rings. So here I have my shop stuff and sneak peek of what we'll be releasing. This is pretty much a brain dump of what I want to release. So yeah. And then the next section is actually my finance section, but I didn't want to show you the amounts as of yet. And then the last section is pretty much the notes. And then I have my, the page lifter. I might put a piece of deco paper there, but we'll see. So, and then I have the TN booklet, and then that is pretty much it. And you did get a sneak peek of the whole enforcers, but yeah, this is pretty much the final flip through. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you guys next time. Bye!